Hey, happy Video Friday. I'm here to talk books, specifically one book, Out of Love. It's coming out in 2 days and the the paperback is already available. Some of you already have it. It's up for pre-orders, so if you want that book to just be dropped on your Kindle right at midnight, go ahead and click the pre-order. Oh my gosh, I'm just in the intro and I can't talk. Yes, it's Friday. So that's what we're going to talk about today. No spoilers. I'm just going to explain a little bit about the book, a little bit more than the blurb gives you. I'm going to talk about my playlist and inspiration for the book, and then I'm going to show you some swag. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, I love you back. This is some swag. If you've read it because you're a bookstagrammer or a blogger or you're part of my ARC team, then you'll know that I love you back with the surfboard. Is super cool. Stickers. So I'm not a big fan of swag personally because I'm not a stuff person. I don't collect a lot of stuff. I have a ton of bookmarks. I never use bookmarks. I don't. If I'm reading a paperback book, I would have like a sticker that maybe I didn't actually use as a sticker yet, and I might stick it in my book as a bookmark. You wouldn't believe how many times I'm sticking in a torn off edge of a piece of paper as a bookmark. It's sticky now, all these bookmarks, and I don't use them. I might get bookmarks before I go to a signing with this book sometime next year. We'll see. So there you go. I have that sticker. I can't wait to see what you guys do with some of this swag, the sticker when you get it. Wilder Love. So here's my Dalmatian. It's not a Dalmatian. It's a German Shepherd. Oh dear. So there's a German Shepherd in this book, and his name is Jericho. And Livy, the heroine in the story, calls him Jerry, which drives the hero in the story, Slade Wilder, he goes by Wilder, drives him crazy that she calls his dog Jerry. So we have Wilder Love. And then I already have this on my bottle. I use stickers a lot. I put them on water bottles. I put them on my computer. I put them on bags. I use stickers more than I use magnets or anything else. So that's why I have stickers. And they're super easy and cheap to mail out. So some of you will just get some sticker swag packs for sure. I'll be giving those out in the next month. So here he is. Everyone needs him. My Monster. And when you read the story, you'll know why you need My Monster sticker as well. Jen, my assistant, has gone ahead and added some t-shirts and other things that have My Monster on them on my Teespring site. So Julianne on Teespring, if you're into like sweatshirts, bags, fanny packs, all of that. Mr. Asher's over there giggling, so you guys will get to hear him. So check that out. Okay, Out of Love. Out of Love is a standalone. Now some of you are gonna think, oh, isn't it part of a series? It's a spin-off of my Jack and Jill series. You do not need to read the Jack and Jill series to read Out of Love. If you do read Out of Love and you love it, like I hope you do, you might want to go back and read the Jack and Jill series. Are there some spoilers? Well, yes, there are some spoilers, but I don't really think that it'll take away from the enjoyment of the Jack and Jill series. It's kind of like watching a movie based on actual events that you've heard about, so you kind of know what's going to happen, but you still enjoy the process. Trust me, there's so much in Jack and Jill that is not mentioned in this book at all. So yeah, I hope I kind of get some people going ahead and deciding to jump in the Jack and Jill, but if not, that's totally fine too. If you've read the Jack and Jill series, I think of course you will love Out of Love as well. You might be slightly disappointed if you think that this is simply a continuation of your favorite characters from the Jack and Jill series. This is a spin-off. It's a separate story. It's about Livy Knight and her in college. And there are some of the characters clearly from the Jack and Jill series in here, there, but this is Livy and Wilder's story. I had somebody in one of my groups say that they wanted Luke and Jessica love scene, which would have been super duper weird to jump over to these side characters having this love scene in this book. So it's not there. That might have to be added extra in my newsletter someday. Now let's go on to my playlist. So I have a playlist under Julianne. Out of Love is the title of it, on Spotify. So if you're on Spotify, or even if you're not and you want to know what the music is, you can go onto Spotify for free and check it out. This has a real mix of music, and I don't always listen to a ton of music when I'm writing, but I did listen to a lot of music when I was writing this story because I had a lot of moods that I needed to set. There was definitely some funny, more lighthearted times, some fun between the girls, some serious times, just so much in this book. So music really helped me get in the mood for that. And again, this is new adult. This is coming of age. This is set college campus. But so first I'll say, so I think this will definitely appeal to the younger group or people who just, you don't have to be younger. I like sometimes still reading like college age type romances. It'll appeal just because there are close-knit group of girls that are in college, the whole college scene, the campus, there's surfing, there's that young feel to it. But the overall storyline and the mystery and the romantic suspense part of it, I think, is much grander. It's much more mature than just college drama, part of a love story. This is like, that part of it is a more mature feel that I think will appeal to a much broader audience. So I feel there is kind of something for everyone in this book. So music, I don't listen to a ton of country music, but sometimes it fits. So it fit in this story because I have some of the girls who love country music. So there's Chase Rice, Eyes on You, which when you read this book, you'll know how absolutely fitting that is. And I love that song. Livy has this close-knit group of girls that she lives with, and they love to surf, and they're always driving around with the windows down, surfboards up, heading back and forth from campus to the beach. So there's To Hell and Back by Maren Morris. It's a great song, so if you haven't listened to that, check it out. Then you just have your love songs that just have their right place in the book, which if you read the book and then you come back and listen to the music, everything I think will start to fall in place, and I think you'll even imagine the scenes as though the movie's playing and that these songs would play during the different scenes. But James Arthur that I love, Falling Like the Stars. Then there are more, this is also a little bit of a enemies to lovers book. So there's these grittier songs that aren't always just about some, you know, mushy, flowery love. So I have J.C. Stewart, I Need You to Hate Me, and Lying That You Love Me, and they are ones that I had on repeat during numerous scenes of this book. There's a little bit more of a romantic scene, and it takes place near the beach, and the song that I listen to on repeat there is called Magic, and it's by the Coast. Also a song by the Coast that's almost in the other direction, where I needed more of this haunting feel because there is so much mystery and suspense and a little bit of darkness, not like gore, but just like some darkness in areas of the book. So also by the Coast is the song Ghost, and then by Kobe there is Don't You Cry for Me. Those are both really great ones that inspired more of a serious haunting effect to it. Sexy songs, of course, this is Slade Wilder. She calls him Wilder. We know we have Wilder Love. So I had to have Wild Love by James Bay. Love James Bay. There's some Jack Curley on my playlist. Sexy song that I listen to again and again and again that's explicit is ICFTI, I Can't Effin' Take It by James Gillespie. And yeah, so there's a few other songs. I'm not listing them off, but you should definitely check that out on Spotify. Listen to some of it now. If you want to listen to it while you're reading the book, that's awesome too. Definitely check it out after you read it because, like I said, everything will fall into place a little bit more. If you read the book and you find it worth your time because you liked it well enough to leave a review, that would be super awesome. I always appreciate reviews. So you can definitely get it in paperback now on Amazon. You'll be able to get it through Barnes & Noble. I will have signed copies of all of my books available one more time this year. I think it's right towards the end of October. I'll put it out in a newsletter. It'll be on social media. I'll let you know. You'll have 10 days to essentially get a final order in for 2020 of any of my signed books, including my last book of the year that I'm finishing right now. And the sad part is you won't get to read it before you have to decide if you want to purchase it. And no big deal, you can read it and then later, when the first time I have a book order in 2021, you will be able to order it. But I know some of you just regardless have this faith in me, which bless you, of thinking that you're gonna want the book before you've even read it, which is awesome. So it's the title here. I'm just spacing off what I'm gonna say next. Next, the title of that book, my last book of 2020, will be Not What I Expected. And I've talked about it before, and I'm going to talk about it more in the future because it's really kind of consuming me, but I think it's going to be a different book that many women will relate to, whether they want to admit it or not. So that's what's coming up. Let's see. Swag. So what I'm going to do is, since this is going into my release, if you came to this from my newsletter and therefore you opened my newsletter and clicked a link, that means you're automatically entered to win something. Well, this newsletter, you of course are going to be able to win a signed copy of Out of Love from me and all 3 of my swag stickers. There you have it. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope a lot of you dive into Out of Love when you get it on your Kindles, and I can't wait to hear what you think about it. I'll talk to you in 2 weeks, and gosh, that's it. So thanks ahead of time for everything that all of you, I know, will probably be doing for me because you're so awesome and you share the word with your friends, and I love you for that. That's it. Bye, you guys.